We are going to discuss 2 by n games problem. N indicates here number of columns or number of strategies more than 2. That means the game problem for 2 by 3 or more. How you solve it? This is the problem, we have to solve it. This is the 2 by 3 problem. Player A has 3, sorry, player A has 2 strategies, strategy 1 and 2. And player B has 3 strategies, 1, 2 and 3. Payoffs are given on the matrix like -3, -1, 12, 4, 1, -12. These are the payoffs for different combination of strategies. I am not going to discuss in detail for this. Now I am going to solve. I have already mentioned that always you first try with the minimax and maximum principle. If minimax is equal to maximum, that is equilibrium or saddle point exists, then your solve is completed and you will not to move further. If it is not, if minimax and maximum not is equal to, then you have to proceed further. How you proceed on this type of problem, that I will discuss with you. First, we have tried with the minimax maximum principle. In exam also, you always try first with the minimax and maximum principle. So this is the minimum first row, this is the minimum value for second row, and the maximum out of this is -2. And column wise the maximum values are 4 plus 1 plus 7. And that's why minimum of the maximum values is plus 1. But minimax not is equal to maximum. That means saddle point not exist and you have to move for other process or onwards. When minimax not is equal to maximum, then try to reduce the matrix with the help of dominance property. Or you can check dominance property cannot be used here to reduction of the matrix because it is not satisfied. No column or no row is dominated by any other column or row. That's why reduction is not possible. We have given intentionally this type of problem. How you solve it? If it is reduced, then there is no problem. You have already solved it. But in this case, it is not possible to solve. Maximum we have solved earlier 2 by 2 by max big strategies. If saddle point not exist. But in this case, it is 2 by 3 problem. How will solve it? We know how to solve 2 by 2 problem. That's why what you will do, you can break this problem by 2 by 2. How many numbers? Yes, 3 numbers of the problem. Now we are taking V1, V2, V3. 3 problems because we know out of 3, 2 can be selected in 3C2. That is factorial C and factorial 2 into factorial 1. That is 3. For 3 number of columns and 2 rows, you can have 3 numbers of 2 by 2 problem. And if it is 4 columns, 2 by 4, then 4C2. In that way, you can find out how many numbers of 2 by 2 problems you can form. Why we are taking 2 by 2 problems? Because we can solve 2 by 2 problems. That formula we know already. And we have a number of strategies are more for player B. That means option with B. And B always try to take that game value of 2 by 2 which is minimum because the matrix is in favor of plus A. Whatever the value it will get by player A. That's why we have to compute the value of game for 3 matrices of 2 by 2, V1, V2 and V3, and out of them we have to select that one where the value is minimum. and that will be the solution for this problem. This is the way by which we will solve it. Now, what are the V1, V2, V3 problems? V1 is, this is the V1, V2, 2 by 2, minus 3, 4, that I have written, minus 3, 4, minus 1, plus 1. Second V2, we have taken V2, this is the V1. V2 problem is minus 3, we have dropped this one, 2 by 2, that's why, minus 3, 7, 4, minus 2. And third V3 problem is minus 1, plus 1, 7 and minus 2. These three 2 by 2 game problems can be formed with this given 2 by 3 matrix. And one by one we'll solve and try to find out the value of difference. From the first problem V1, you see by minimax and maximin the value is same, equilibrium is established, that means certain point is there, the value of the game is plus 1. Now for V2, for V2 I am not going to discuss in detail because know how to apply minimax maximum criteria, and with this you will see the maximum value is minus 2 and minimax value is plus 4. That means it is not same. That's why we have to go for mixed strategies. We have already discussed the mixed formula for mixed strategies to find out the value of the game. You will put the values minus 3, 7 and then you will get the value of the game. It is this by applying the formula for 2 by 2 mixed strategies. Now for V3 again we have to check whether minimax is equal to maximum or not. In this case also saddle point not exist, that means minimax is equal to plus 7 and maximum is equal to minus 1. It is not same. That's why we have to go for mixed strategies. When we will apply for this game problem 2 by 2 by mixed strategies, the formula I have already discussed earlier, but in this case again I am repeating to find out the value of P, probability of strategy 1 for player A is D minus this, and A is equal to minus 1, B is equal to 7, C is equal to plus 1, D minus 2. You put all these values in the formula, then we will get P will be this, and 1 minus P will be this. In this way, acha, why we are calculating in detail the value of P for this matrix 2 by 2? Because I have already mentioned that out of the three matrices 2 by 2, which one is the lowest value of the game, that will be selected, because here is the option is for player B. That's why B always try to take that matrix for which the value is minimum, because the value will be in favor of A. You will try to select in such a way A may get the minimum one. In this case, for V1 the value is plus 1, for V2 the value of the game is 1 upon 3 by 8, and for V3 the value is 5 by 1. This is the lowest one. Your solution will be within this V3. That's why I am showing to calculate in detail the probabilities for this problem, the third V3 problem. The probability P, that is the probability for applying strategy 1 is 3 by 11. And if it is 3 by 11, then definitely 1 minus P is 8 by 11. Similarly for player B, what will be the probability? The Q is D minus B, and when you will apply, that will be 9 by 11. And 1 minus Q is 2 by 11. And that's why the finally best strategies for solving this problem will be for player A will be 3 by 11 and 8 by 11 for 1 and 2 strategies. And for player B will not apply the first strategy, that's why it is 0, and for 2, 9 by 11 and 2 by 11. And the value of the game already you have computed with the application of the formula of algebraic method that I have discussed already in my last video, that is V is equal to 5 by 11. and this is the answer of this problem. Thank you.